Alright, we are now officially in Coerthas. Which means more side quests will probably open up as I go through here. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your service to the house Durandare? And what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? Ha! How absurd. As if you permit an outsider to peruse the records of the observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The holy see of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. Oh, excuse me. Howland, have mercy. Are you still there? Are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I'm on duty. We're stretched thin as it is. And where in the hell is that knight I sent on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use for you, after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for a missing man. You'll know him by his uniform. That house Durandare, as is mine. Alright, this guy's in trouble. He's being assaulted. You're right, sir. If it wasn't for you, miss, I'd reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-living bastards. The death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I prayed the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors of their heretics their heretics are operating within this region. Fairly well, friend. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I may have been premature in my judgment, miss. We are a proud people beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologians to entertain your request. However, understand it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Edmel. Ah, the lady come and search for the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludovoy be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Gervonian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian for the more above. Up and up we go, up and up and we go. Sir! No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak now of some mere spat between southern nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Howland's will. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner to locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion for the Mort. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I didn't realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Galamon, you are honestly present, sir. The lady was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Durandare's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I am told you seek an airship that's last seen in Coerthas 5 years ago, yes? You come to us in an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Coerthas. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge. The next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark while traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. I was unaware you aided House Durandare in that fashion. Thank you, madam. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. Well, damn. What do I gotta do for you now? You there, madam. I could not help but overhear a conversation with the chief astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it will require you to perform for me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ixal in that vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologian and confirm that he is well, it will be a great comfort to me. Alright, I can do that. And down we go. Ugh, damn. Hello. We've got a free company shit in here. Or not free company, Grand Company. There you go, finish him off. Storm of Seals! Only one of them over here? Really? What are you doing over here? You're right, sir. What a relief to see someone other than a goddamn Birdman. I thought I could finish my work whilst the Ixal were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might never leave again before I froze to... Wait, who are you? You're not one of our knights. A man of House Durandare cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, madam. Excuse me. That's the things I get? Fuck. See if I help you again. Alright, gotta go back up the tower. Alright. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, wondering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers of our knights face every day. But you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you have already aided your own cause. House Durandare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Dravanian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the observatorium's records. That is just as well for there are other ways so you can locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portlane for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durandare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you will have little trouble obtaining information. Alright. Down we go. Good. I land on the lamp. You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you say 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses. I cannot deny that you've given us no cause to distrust you, but while you performed 2 acts, you have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It's only fitting that you'd aid us one more final time, wouldn't you agree? I guess that makes sense. Now, I understand you're very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a woman of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Lock was ambushed on the road due to west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I will have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Unless you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Helenard, further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. Alright, I can do that. I'm being watched. Finish him out, Chocobo. I got 1 gil. I'm fucking rich. Alright, I got your stolen wares. I've got 2 gil in my pocket. I've killed 3 more heretics. What say you? Have good times to share, or better yet, stolen merchandise to show. I got this. Gods bless you, friend. It's all here. Every last. Oh, but wait, the chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Francel, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury, take me, a Draconian rosary, in the possession of Lord Francel? Yet, perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Helenard is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, miss. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Helenard. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. God damn! I just want my airship! That's all I want. Come closer, lass, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francel's no heretic. He's a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Helenard for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Edelweiss, and he'll know he'll know you for a friend. Now go. Sir, you got trouble brewing on your doorstep. Yes, you look as though you have something to say. Do you? Is that Edelweiss in your pocket? I see Sir Carlisle has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity he has not been seen in Coerthas since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the draconian rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, if they harbor even the slightest doubt. Although it's only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship? I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one better position to assist you. Lord Horshaphon of Horse Fortoms commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction. He will surely be receptive to your needs. Alright. Let's go see our buddy Horshaphon. Hello, sir. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you would come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many more brave souls like yourself, but enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come. Well, here's the thing. If there is any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah, yes, the letter made mention of a pressing matter which you required assistance. What might that be? So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Coerthas, but before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events, for while Ishgard did not participate in the battle at Cartano, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I'll see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Fortoms. Thanks, guy. More quests popped up. As you have doubtless realized by now, the High Houses of Ishgard, House Fortoms included, are either unable to or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it'll be quicker and more efficient if you're to make inquiries of your own. Lady Nine of mine own House Fortoms, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There is also Cravelin of House Halenard, who can be found in Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of House Durandare? Really? Perhaps it would be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Fortoms. Do not concern yourself with the House Dismail. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned and return to me when finished. Alright. Lady! Why, hello, good madam. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing what you seek. Likely no one on House Fortoms does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on anyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Francil. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of the House Halenard have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Oh boy. how long grant me strength? There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Harshaphon? I want to help you, but I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House Halenar into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. Thanks, guy. You're very helpful to me. I guess it makes sense. All right, guy. I got a recommendation for you. Are you gonna be more friendly with me now? Probably not. You're still gonna be an ass. All right. I gather you're busy. The last we spoke, Lord Harshaphon's missive was positively glowing. But if you think that this endorsement is enough to cause me to disregard his guardian policies, then you're sorely mistaken. We are at war, madam, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Gaelmane arrived in Coerthas, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. If Lord Harshaphon wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. Lord, these guys are very welcoming. Yeah. Hang on. God damn it, PS4, PS5. Or Chiffon, by your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole Coerthas is consumed by this talk of heretics in the High Houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard provide more pertinent information. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, which has been whispered in recent days. I received a report that he and 3 knights have been seen heading north towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost has long ago overrun by the Trevanian horde, so I'm not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray return to the Steel Vigil and see if the Lord Francel's party requires assistance. Alright, what's going on up here? Kind of a place to go. You're kind of a little far from civilization, don't you think? What happened here? Who goes there? Cecila? No, stay back. The fiend is still here. Who is it? Oh, that's this thing? Your fiend's dead. There you go. Here's some aid. I heard the beast cries from over yonder. The Lord Francel is safe. Bless you, miss. Bless you. Curse those fiends as though they knew we were coming. Confound it all, how are we to redeem House Halinar if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We are fortunate you came along and you did, miss. House Halinar will remember your kindness. Halinard. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Halinar that yielded steel vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy. Despite my best efforts, I have been done not to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever that may be. But even I should have my protestations fallen deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. Well, maybe you can convince them. What did you find at Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his nice little lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become knowledge that you had paid a visit to Lord Franco at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a woman who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guilame has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must clear Lord Franco's name, and, by association, yours. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Franco's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the Draconian rosary found in the chest you recovered. If you would, please tell me the incident in question. So, it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Franco. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here's what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Coerthas, so he may know some inkling of who could be responsible. What? Oh. Hang on. Okay. Alright, where are we going? Rickman's up here. Rickman! Someone tampered with shipments? Fear struck me down. If all of them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey, now, don't give me that look, lass. I'm a House Halenart man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family, too. I ain't saying the poor is I ain't saying the poor is what we're bringing the shipment did it, though. I know most of them that work the trade routes, and I've never had a cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them, neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it. Could have been the fellows that were responsible for the inspections. Huh. Ishgardian Knights and Inquisitors, a lot of them, as if they'd return their cloaks. Reckon that means the poor's are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from Whitebrim up front this eve. We might consider having a word with them. Alright, okay. Alright, Porter! Let's see Alpha Node Sitter here. Beg your pardon? You suspect that we Porters have been planting draconian rosaries in House Halenart shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. I found a rosary! I found another one! Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. Excuse me, but that's impossible. Once the night at Whitebrim front concluded inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would never allow you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Horsefon, I will not be held accountable for this. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? I got these. More draconian rosaries. And every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks? That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Halenart's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise Halone that he did. Lord Francis trials upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Halenart were heretics. At last, we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I'll need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Bridge. She tell the horse 4 times demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. What is it, my child? Lord Horsefon would have the Inquisitors do what? That's not possible. Inquisitor Guylaine presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. Oh boy. It's already started. Trial by fire. They have taken Lord Francis to Witchdrop. This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die, Cecilla. I will dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guylaine in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francis alive. So as you can see, Lord Francis yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards or judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. I'm ready to go. Joaquin Charlemagne Francel de Halinart, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there not aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravanians, and I'm no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you shall strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Halona to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and trust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their Trachian forms and put to the sword. In the name of House Four Times, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, you have come on behalf of Lord Horsefant. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francis are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such a time as a full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. Lord Horsefant has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts, I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of an inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. You must hold them until Lord Horsefant arrives, Cecilla. And remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. Fine, I won't beat his ass. I'll beat his minions, though. You shield bears no sigil, sir. Do you have the Holy See or the one of the High Houses? I serve a higher power. Look, Lord Horsefant has come! The House Four Times demand that you lay down your arms. Ishgardian scum, today you shall answer for your sins. By this deed you do disgrace your line, Lord Horsefant. A wyvern, but there are no reports of Dravanian activity. You would call upon your allies to save you. At last your treachery is laid bare. Beat your ass. Oh, it's invulnerable. Okay. Your heal's not gonna help you, buddy. You can heal yourself all you want. You're dead. This will not be forgotten. Oh, what's this? It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. But this trial, like many others, I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Halinard. They have used you and your village to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof you have of this? Well, I got this. About the Fury, a draconian rosary. Then the knight who refused to yield. It was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Horshaphon. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel, pending further investigation. I trust you have no lost sight of what first brought you to Coerthas, Les Cecila. Pray locate your errant airship, and use it. Lord Horshaphon, I have not words to express my gratitude, but why risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard, and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you would have jumped off your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem the House Halinard. Praise Halona, you did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Cecila. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you've recuperated. Okay. You look well, Cecila. May I say what a pleasure it is to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died to defend the honor of his house, and it might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. Lord Forthoms and House Halinard, we shall never forget your service. Now, let us return to the matter at hand, of your missing enterprise. The man with knowledge of the enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you. How quickly the commoners' opinions change. They say Lord Francel's innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as the whereabouts of an airship that last seen in Coerthas several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night sky at the observatorium during that period. I recall that a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed near the Stone Vigil in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you'll need an army of knights to help securing it. Lord Horshaphon is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few. In any case, I've done my part. I shall pray for your success, my friend. Oh, so you've last look at the Enterprise. I believe congratulations in order. The Stone Vigil? Ah, perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Durandare. I'll write a letter to Lord Drillmont at Whitebur in front and request that you grant permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest that you request Lord Francel to do the same. Now that your business with Dragon has concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well on your journey, Cecila. May Halona guide you. Ah! I guess the gate. I forgot the white mage gate. I don't have the white mage gauge. Maybe I have to actually get into Heaven's Ward first. I was always curious to see what level the gauges actually first appear. Wonderful to see you again, Cecil. If there's anything I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside the stone vigil. It shames me to say that, as she was once that outpost held by House Halinard. In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Gervonian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the stone vigil, the House Durandare instead has been charged with the duty. Given that, I would doubt my words would come much weight with Drillmonts. Nevertheless, I will write you a letter. Before I depart, a word of caution. The Cravens who attempted to destroy the House Halinar have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans are foiled, they doubtless still harbor great hatred towards us. And towards you now as well. Alright, we're moving up in the world. We're going to the other side. Fun fact, you can actually fight the behemoth in this map. It's a fate that appears over there, but it's been so long. It's a rare fate. There are a couple fates in the game that are quite rare. They spawn once every few days or something like that. Like there's Odin in the Shroud you can fight, and then there's Behemoth here, and then there's a couple of other big boss fates in the other expansions. I haven't seen the Behemoth fate in God knows how long. It's been such a long time since last saw the Behemoth fate. All right. You desire an audience of Lord Drillmont, do you? Ha! I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. What do we have here? Letters from Lords Haurchefant and Francel. What is it? A likely... Oh, you're serious. What to do, what to do. Your retirement could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Drillman's attentions are focused solely on the Stone Vigil at present. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take letters and show them to Sir Alboys. Yes, Sir Alboys can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. Hey, that works out for me, because I can do the Stone Vigil stuff for you. Just send me in and I'll take care of it. Am I going the right way? I am not going the right way at all. There's Sid. Sir Brandir bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you he is mistaken. Lord Drillman hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for head Chirgian Astidian. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Where you at? You upstairs? You're here to visit a patient, madam. What's this? Letters of introduction from House Fort Thompson and Halinard. With documents such as these, you need to seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Gordino. He should know Lord Drillman's current whereabouts. Alright. Oh, I gotta climb to the tower. What reason do we have barging into... Oh, I see. Well, you're in luck. Lord Droma is just up these stairs. Let us know, though. I would not expect much. House Durandare as a whole does not hold adventures in high regard. You had best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect and it shall be returned in kind. Alright, sir. Sir, Gordorno grant you permit you passage? Very well, speak. Well, I got these letters. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with Skeleton to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? I could be. You never know. We're the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, Lord Drillmont. You know our name, and you know our deeds. We had come to Coerthas to slay Garuda, the Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship Master Sid Nan Garland, who stands before you now. Master Garland, you're alive? But that's impossible. Indeed it is, my lord. Not be deceived by their honeyed words. These swarms are not to be trusted. At this critical moment, Ishgard history as House Durandare marshals its forces to protect the Stone Vigil, who should appear in white brim but three mysterious strangers. Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the calamity, and 2 of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses have been duped by these grandiose lies, and I should hope that the House Durandare would have greater sense. I know not why they seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them passes. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment I nearly believed this mummer's farce. You 3 will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. It could be moons before House Durandale purchases the dragons and the Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Sid, Cecilla, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Drillman's trust. Understood? This guy's making it difficult for us. I don't like this guy anymore. Alright. You are the last responsible for that commotion upstairs? Aye, word travels fast in Whiteburn front. I gather you still wish to change Lord Drillman's mind? There's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here. It's that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Went over the barracks and he's sure to take notice. How, you ask? That's easy. Sir, the poor soul's decent fare for a change. The last few supplies bins contain no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks, but using mud puppy male tail meat. Twouldn't be a quality meal, 'tis true, but it'd be a damn better sight than nothing. If you've a mind to lend a hand, why not wait a lurking mud puppy in Danifin Pass and take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin. Alright, where's this mud puppy at? Alright, Chuck, well, kids' attention. So it'll be easy to do this. They're gonna cook this? It does not look appetizing at all, to be honest with you, but hey. Maybe people with exotic tastes. So I sure don't. Doesn't look very good. I gag. But what can you do in a harsh environment? I mean... It didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. Now I got it. You have no faith in me. Oh dear. Remember to never wander your mud puppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Anyway, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and voila! Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights here. And up above. You were there at last. Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with the steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. Huh. The best way to a man's heart is his stomach, right? Yes, I feel invigorated and refreshed, as if I had the strength of 10 men, and their wits besides. I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty. We ought to at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to dine this godforsaken waste. Is that fresh cooked steak? How long may his presence blessings be upon you, my friend, mud puppy meat or not. It's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. Ever must we train to maintain our skills at arms, yet never are we to receive proper sustenance. Here's a steak. You're a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate that House Thurndale must do more than its fair share of for the sake of Ishgard. It feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? Ah, but I've forgotten about the hard-working Shurgians at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals in the hall. Mind taking the steak to Synoda? She's doubtless be so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to attend to her own. More quests popped up. They're popping up like left and right. A lot of quests I gotta knock out off video. Beg pardon, madam, but I'm too busy to attend this man. I'll be with you in a moment. Now, here's a you need to eat first. Is that? Come to think of it, it has been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. I might have a word with you, Cecilla. Concerns the Shurgians. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I require to complete the device are the cores of 3 ice sprites. Though commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemic mixtures, there is a way to alter their properties so they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you. Impossible even, yeah, somehow I know how it will work. Yeah, I cannot use it. Yeah, I have to get the gauge. I don't know if I want to use that. I want to try to get Stone Vigil unlocked, maybe completed too before I end this part. So this part's gonna be quite. Where's the exit? This part's gonna be quite long. Well, it's already long as it is, but with the patch coming up tomorrow, I kind of wanted to get as much story done. Considering I'm probably gonna be preoccupied doing stuff on my main for a little while. I'll still be doing White Knight Chronicles along with the stuff that I'm doing on my main, so don't worry about that. I'm not gonna like drop White Knight Chronicles just so I can do new stuff on my main. I got a phone call. Sorry about that. I got interrupted with a phone call. Alright. I tried putting on my intermission screen, but that caused some lag. I guess I can't use my intermission screen with this game. Well, at least with OBS. Alright. Have you obtained the cores? If so, please show them to me. What an amazing device, but is it truly an alembic, sir? I've never seen its like before. I too am unsure about what to make of this machine. Well, I certainly understand. My cat's meowing at me now. What? My cat wants to go out of my room. Hold on. Oh, I don't like interruptions. I too am unsure what to make this machine. I already read this. Nevertheless, if it is as effective as he claims, it would be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we can make, the lives we could save. Lord. Even so, I wonder. Ugh. Where be the kind, the stranger, the bearer of gifts of wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at a cost. Oh, this guy's back again. Their earnest efforts are but a means to an as yet unknown end. Moreover, they should beware of associating with individuals who interfere with the question of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation preferred by these unbelievers. This guy is really starting to get on my nerves now. Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Maybe he's the guy. Maybe he was the one who was behind it. Before we can proceed, Lord Drillman to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guylaine that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Coerthas. Perhaps we should learn more about by speaking with the people of Whiterun. Sure, find this elf note in the square. I'm sure you can formulate a strategy from there. Alright. Under Inquisitor Guylane's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. What a joy to have such a goodly, righteous man protect us. Inquisitor Guylaine, I am the foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. Aye, we have learned of your deeds at Witchdrop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you hatch against the Inquisitor. Away with you! Ooh. Inquisitor Guylaine? Yes, of course I know him. Alas, I I have not seen him since the day he came to Wypern several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in the snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the Night's Watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in a darkness black as pitch. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point when I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a fall. Oh, I skipped it. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Galaim rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owed him my life, madam, and I'd hoped to one day repay his kindness. Something about this guy is very fishy. The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors of the Arbiters of Haloni's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. Alright. Well, Alpha Node. I don't know what to do here. Ugh. In case you have noticed, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. I realized it soon after our arrival, but it paid no mind as I had hoped might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind. Our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with this irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells you I've been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise that he's held in high regard. Even so, I begin to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonies you obtained, Cecila. Mayhap they will provide insight to Inquisitor Galaim's motivations. Oops, I hit the mic. Something troubles you about that wounded knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that you saw outside the eastern gate, yes? But the main road leads to the western gate. Since we arrived in Wypern front, we have seen no travelers, but it cannot be. That way lies not but a deep chasm. Assuming Lord Jola is not misremembering, and the Inquisitor's behavior that makes me absolutely makes no sense to me. At least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery. Alright, down to the chasm we go. Whoa, big drop. All right. Well, it's gotta be down here. There it is. Oh, that looks like the real Inquisitor. The real Inquisitor is dead. Someone's posing as him. You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. Given the concept of this encyclopedia, I believe you just made acquaintance with the real Inquisitor Galaim. Newly come to Coerthas and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an imposter, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Sessa, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. Since Lord Drillman has already been turned against us, I fear that this encycling alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. What might persuade a man to quick disregard the endorsements of 2 high houses? The cook did say the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide a testimony that supports our claim, yes, mayhap that is the only way to set it up for us. Confront Sir Jolat and the evidence he discovered and see if it helps him to recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise. Oh, you've returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? The Inquisitor is an imposter? Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He is a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fairy. You would have me believe that is all a lie? You're so certain with your ludicrous story is true, then go speak with Sir Prunella. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here. But I will never speak against the man who saved my life. What the fuck? You! I do not believe you, madam. Pray move along and trouble me no more. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know none of it. Not at all. Sure you do. I doubt you. Where's the doubt? I'm too tired. I'm too lazy to type it out. Seriously? God damn it. Doubt. You know, don't you? If you ever take me, I prayed this day would come. Then when Sir Jolat gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravanian abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy, but what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family. Secrets I had never told another. He said if I kept this confidence, Sir Jolat and I would be spared. But if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes marked him as an Inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Jolat to the infirmary, and on his first night in Whiteburn front, Inquisitor Guylaine was heralded as a hero. Soon after came at the accusations. Countless men and women of good morale standing, seized while in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Drillmont. I wanted to put an end to the madness, but then I would remember the Inquisitor's threats, so I did nothing. Until Lord Francis was accused. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found that he had kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of Whiteburn front. So I took several from his chest and planted them in the shipments bound for Skyfire locks. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence as a conspiracy against House Halenard, thus exonerating Lord Francis and casting down the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, I swear. I'll only forgive me for not acting sooner. Alright, let's go find those rosaries. Got him. You false Inquisitor! You've been exposed! I have all the evidence I need. This is what you get for standing in my way. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you the access to the stone vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. I think you want to take a look at these. There better be a very good explanation why you're carrying these rosaries, and where did you find this papal encyclical? Fear take me, the Inquisitor's a heretic? Never before ever heard such an unbelievable lie. This is evidence in your testimony could have no other explanation. I misjudged you and your friends, Cecila, and for that I deeply apologize. I'll permit you to enter the outpost, but first I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal apostle to justice. That thrice damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hells take him and the Dravanian allies. I am told he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon another poor soul whom he has branded a heretic. If we hurry, there may be still time to prevent another further tragedy. Lend me your strength, Cecila. Together let us put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all. Alright. So what do we do first? Snowcloak? Oh no, Snowcloak's a level 50 dungeon. Oh yeah, I remember. I remember when we go to Snowcloak. Yeah, that's still a ways away. Sir! Good to have you with us, miss. When Lord Drillman outrise, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we will need to use force. But are you prepared for that eventuality? Yes. You needn't tremble so much, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in the Helloni's halls. Only the wicked. But why? Why must I die? By Allah is holy, I swear I never questioned the teachings of Hellone. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My Lord Drillman, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain! I am named the heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Gailam and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Ah, grave allegations indeed, but you'll find your logic flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Drillman. My conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? Whose hands are black with the blood of those that only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade? You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence? Ha! All are complicit in these crimes, for all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Drillman, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Dravanian fang and claw. Show the heretic no mercy. You must pay for the innocent blood he has spilled. Ignorant swine, soon you'll know the futility of your faith. Alright. Ah, no, not by God's damn heretic. Uh-oh. The knight's dead. You see, heretic, you and your allies are no match to the mind of Ishgard. How wrong you are, Ishgardian. I have been blessed with a power far beyond your ken. Come, my brothers, grab me the strength to smite our enemies. I am reborn! Stand your ground, it is but an illusion. A dragon stands before you, yet you still not flee. Your magic has no power over me, heretic. Hang on, guy. I'm coming to help you. No, no, it cannot be. Can't beat me. You see my level? Glamorous, dispelled. Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. You may not recall the men in Ishgard I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood. For that I am content. My only regret is that you yet live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder, and when you're dead, white brim shall fall. Defiant to the last. Leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves not else. He's still breathing. I see his body moving. And it's not the wind, either. Shazza, I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should never have been asked to intervene in Ishgardian affairs of state. Rest assured I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It is our past time you were reunited with your airship. But this will not be the place. This is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray visit me in Whiteburn front and bring your associates. All right, cool. Alright, let's go get ourselves some access to the Stone Vigil. It's the last level dungeon from 1 to 50 that I need to unlock. Where have you been, Cecilla? The false Coerthas has been slain, and has he? Yes, well, he was a tale anyway. I always liked to end in bloodshed. Though you have overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask you not to revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we've secured the Enterprise. Oh god, look at all the quests that just opened up. Oh My god, that's a lot of them. Oh shit. As I am sure you'll agree, it was past time we entered the Stone Vigil. Pray the Lord Drillmund to visit and remind us of his obligations to us. Sid and I will follow on. Hey, sir. Can I get access yet? We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Galen would still be among us. Pray free to prey upon the innocent. I see now that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand. But you must understand, it seemed too much to hope that the signs of the Seventh Dawn still lived, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been happy to be proven wrong. Well, it is gratifying that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate if you would permit us to enter the Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course. It is the very least I can do, given all that you've done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Gervonians that now hold the ruin. In part, yes. I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers garrisoned at the Stone Vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as that we've been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give you any assurances that it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, the ruin was served as a Trevanian foothold in Coerthas, from which they have struck out at us with depressing irregularity. Though we have pushed them back to behind the walls, we have as yet been unable to drive them out, and I cannot say that when the situation will change, or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Drillmund, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have not the time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgardian aid. I see. Well, that may be for the best. I shall inform Sir Nathlane of your impending visit. May Halone guide you, scions. Sweet! Alright. Let's head on off. That's a lot of side quests to open up in this little area. Holy fuck, dude. Apparently I did the side quest on my main because there was definitely not that many side quests before. At least I don't think. I don't know. I'll have to look at my. I'll have to look and see what's on my map on my main. Hail, Tesla. Lord Drillmund has surprised me with the situation. He entered the Stone Vigil and nearly so will. Alright, so, you know what? No, this has gone long enough. So, I'm going to end it here. When we come back, we will make our way into the Stone Vigil and see if we can't secure ourselves an airship. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next part.